Oh, hey, what's going on? It's Pat with Solr Standard. Come on in, let me talk to you a little bit about how we got started at Solr Standard. So, I have been in the solar industry for 10 years approximately, and I'll walk you through a little bit of my journey and how we landed here and why we created Solr Standard. So, I got into solar years ago, no interest in renewable energy, didn't know anything about solar, truly just kind of hit a ceiling in the career I was in. I was looking for something new and different, and I sort of fell into the solar industry. I got a job for a local solar company to Bucks County, and it was probably a really difficult, rough start to get into the industry, which I think was really good for me because it was an electrical contracting company, and they were opening up a solar division. And I feel like when I talk to my team members today, I sound like an old man because I feel like I'm talking like I walked to school uphill both ways in the snow. But the people who trained me on how to educate people in solar had never signed anyone up for solar in their life. So I was getting lessons from people who didn't even know how to do it. So basically, I had to do a lot of education for myself. I had to watch a lot of YouTube videos, read a lot of stuff. And probably my first year, I spent a lot of time hanging out with the engineers and just getting an understanding of how solar works and how to explain it to people. But what I figured out was I love showing people a way to turn a never-ending debt, which is their electric bill, and turn it into an asset that'll actually make money. That's really what speaks to me. And meanwhile, it's doing something good for the environment. So it's a win-win across the board. Now, I worked at that company for about 4.5 years, left there, joined a larger company that was in the middle of trying to grow into multiple states. And at the time, I thought my ethics and the owner's ethics aligned. And I think at the time that they did. But what I learned at that company, and I was there for several years, helped grow that company from about 50, 60 installs a month to over 300, was growing too fast is a problem, the importance of customer service, and really just taking the time to do it right, communicate with clients, and oversee every single project. So in my experience, the industry as a whole in solar, it's a little bit toxic, right? There's a lot of people out there advertising that solar is free. There's people out there, I call them solar bros, right? They're just out there kind of beating people into signatures and they're not really explaining it properly. So we wanted to create a company that had a straightforward, no BS, client-focused approach to solar. Sit down with homeowners, educate the heck out of them. If they like it, we want to help them do it. If they don't, that's okay too. And while we were doing it, we wanted to create a format for the client that was a real VIP experience where everything happened as we said it would, where they're communicated throughout the entire process, where when the project was finished, they were going to be more than willing to leave a nice review and refer a few of their friends, right? I'm very old school in my mindset. I believe you do right by people, they'll tell their friends, right? So the name of our company has meaning. We're really trying to set a different standard in this industry. And we're doing that one home at a time. And our goal is to be the most well-known solar company in Pennsylvania. And since opening the doors, people know us. People know us today. We're pretty well known throughout the state. We operate in the entire state of Pennsylvania. And again, we're just trying to provide a level of experience that people aren't used to getting anywhere else. So that's a little bit about how Solr Standard got started, what's important to us. Feel free to leave comments or send us messages if you have any questions or you want to learn more.